What is going on, everybody? It's Nothing But Skills, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 10 things you need to know about Warlords of New York. These are probably the most asked questions. Now, Warlords of New York does come out March 3rd, so that is for everybody if you're on console or PC. There is no early access for this expansion. Now, the first thing that you guys need to know is this expansion is $29.99 or your equivalent currency. Now, this means everybody has to buy the expansion. This does not come with the year one pass. The year one pass ended with episode 3. That was the final episode that was tied to that year one pass. Now, if you want to join Warlords of New York, the expansion, well, the expansion will cost you $29.99. You can now pre-order it on PS4, Xbox, and PC. Now, remember, if you decide to go into Warlords of New York, your level cap will be increased all the way up to level 40 as you continue on through the campaign. If you stay in DC, you will be capped out at level 30. Remember, the first time that you're going to see any level 31 to 32 all the way up to level 40 gear is going to be in New York City with Warlords of New York. Now, something you guys need to remember, there is no gear score at 31 and up. This has been confirmed by the devs. No gear score from level 31 to level 40. Gear score will be capped at 515 at level 30, and then everything above that is a bonus. Now, you guys know that we're getting new gear sets, new brand sets, new skills, and of course, new exotics, all coming to Warlords of New York. Now, all of those items are going to be exclusive to the expansion, and they will only drop at level 31 and up, and those will only drop in New York City. So that is just something for you guys to keep in mind. This was confirmed on the post stream that all the new gear sets, all the new brand sets, all the new skills, and the exotics are exclusive to Warlords of New York. Now, remember, once you take that one-way flight to New York City, to Lower Manhattan, you must complete the campaign before you have access back to DC. So that is just something for you to keep in mind. Once you step foot in Lower Manhattan, you must complete the campaign before you can fly back to DC. But the good thing is, once you do complete the campaign, you have full access to level 40 in DC. And that is why we have a base of operation in Lower Manhattan. You'll have access to your specializations. You'll have access to the quartermaster. Everything you have access to in DC, you will have access to in Lower Manhattan. Now, remember, if you're a new agent that doesn't have a level 30 character, don't worry. You can choose to start at level 30 in New York City. It's your choice, level 1 in Washington, D.C., or start level 30 in New York City. Now, Lower Manhattan is controlled by 4 rogue agents divided into 4 different areas. Let's listen to what headquarters had to say about these agents.
First up, Vivian Conley, former counterterrorism intelligence agent and chemical engineer. Conley's last known location was the Two Bridges sector. A hurricane ravaged the coast a few months ago, so it's a far cry from the thriving urban sector it once was. Keener's second rogue agent is Javier Kajika, a master of stealth and infiltration. He was a Black Ops hitman for the US government. With the government collapse, his loyalty goes to whoever will feed his need for blood. Our latest intel locates Kajika somewhere in the Battery Park area, the part of the city that's taken over by swamp. The terrain is rough and scattered with giant sinkholes that used to be subway tunnels. Odds are he knows you're coming for him and plans to use the dicey terrain to get the drop on you. Both Conley and Kajika work with the Cleaners, a former New York City sanitation unit that believes only fire can stop the virus. Conley was recruited by the Cleaners when she went rogue, and thanks to her technical expertise, they're deadlier than ever. We've been exchanging blows with them for a while, but their methods are ruthless and their cleansing fire takes no prisoners. James Dragov, former police officer, a heavy weapons and defense specialist. His relentless fight for justice made him a legend on the force. Yet, his allegiance has changed. Dragov took hold of the financial district and has been using it as the center of his black market operation. Our intel suggests he's still there. Be careful, major flooding has transformed the entire district into a mudslide. Last but not least, Theo Parnell, a drone engineer and skilled hacker. He's managed to stay off the grid, so all we can say for sure is he's a true master of decoys and deception. Keener's arranged for the Rikers to protect him at an unknown location in the Civic Center area. Dragov and Parnell have both been linked to the Rikers, ex-cons from Rikers Island prison. Regardless of who their enemies were in the past, they've agreed to band together. Their motto, power by numbers. And just like Keener, they thrive in chaos.
Now, once you finish the campaign, you can head back to DC and play with those agents or your friends who decided not to get the expansion. Now, once back in DC, you will be at a level 40 world, but that doesn't mean that you can't play with your friends. It just means that they can't equip the gear that you could possibly drop them. Now remember, anything that is above level 30, they will not be able to equip until they get the expansion and complete the campaign. Now, Dark Zones are getting a little revamp. Remember, they will now have a level 30 and a level 40 bracket, which that means is if you're a level 30 and you group up with level 40s, you're going to play with level 40s. It will bump you up to the higher person in that group. Now, if you're level 30s and there's nobody level 40, it's going to bracket you with all level 30s. Now, I've been told, even if you get bumped into the level 40 bracket with level 40s because you're playing with the level 40, you most likely will have a lot of fun. So don't worry, if you didn't get the expansion and a lot of your friends did, and you feel like you're just waiting and you want to test out the Dark Zones, try it out, see how you like it, and if it's something that you really enjoy and you want to get that little bit of an edge, well, I assume you'll want to get the expansion, get those new brand sets, get those new gear sets, and then of course, get that level 40. Something that has just come out recently is there are going to be 2 libraries for talent storage. One from 0 to 30 level, and then one from 31 to 40. Yes, I know it sucks, but hey, it's a way to balance the game. So from 0 to 30, you will have certain stats stored there, and from 31 to 40, you will have stats storing there. So if you don't get the expansion, you won't see the 31 to 40, but if you do get the expansion, you'll see both libraries, one probably storing all the gear you had now, and then one that's going to be all the new gear that you're getting from Warlords of New York. Now, we can't forget about the raid, right? The raid will also have a level 30 and level 40 raid. Now, the level 30 will drop the level 30 Eagle Bearer, and guess what? The level 40 will drop the level 40 Eagle Bearer. So if you're looking at getting that next level Eagle Bearer, well, you're gonna have to do the level 40 raid. So just something for you guys to be looking for. That's another benefit of getting the expansion. You will be able to tackle the level 40 raid. Now, I know this seems like a lot to process, and it's really hard to understand what you're actually getting with Warlords of New York, what you get if you decide to stay in DC. But I hope this kind of clarifies some of the misunderstanding between what happens if I stay in DC and then what happens if I get the expansion and what you're really getting with the expansion. If you guys have any questions on this video, always ask me. This is a great place to communicate with me. I try to read my comments as much as I can. You know, it's a little hard sometimes. Also, if you're new and you have no one to play with, why not check out my community Discord, School of Skills. I'll put a link in the description. I'll also pin it in the comment section. We have over 4,000 members. Yes, 4,000 members to choose from. We have PlayStation, PC, and Xbox users all in there. We have different sections in there to put for looking for groups. So if you're looking for someone to play with because you're a solo player, that's a great place to start. Don't forget, Warlords of New York is only 7 days away. That is March 3rd. Yes, March 3rd, Warlords of New York will be out for all of us. I hope you're excited. I'm excited. A lot of new content will be coming to this channel. So I appreciate the support you guys have been showing me recently. We still have a bunch of viewers who aren't hitting that subscribe button. So hey, if you're enjoying the content, why not hit the subscribe button? Turn that notification bell on so when I release a video, you guys get notified. I appreciate all the support, everybody, but it is time to go. And I will see you guys in the next Division 2 video. Until the next one, nothing but skills is out.